Parents often wonder why we don't just teach the standard algorithm to kids who are learning how to add and subtract. So, in second grade, students are really just learning about the fundamentals of place value. And our place value in second grade includes hundreds, tens, and ones. We learn about numbers all the way up to 1,000. So I'm going to show you how we would teach something like 63 plus 29. Now, by the time we get to this point, we are assuming that our students have a basic knowledge of place value. That means that they know that this 6 represents 6 tens or is 60, and this 3 represents 3 ones. Okay? So before we teach the standard algorithm, we use this. We call it our HTO chart. And when we're just starting out, we use manipulatives, which include place value disks and also place value blocks. We usually start with the blocks, and then we progress to the disks, and then we progress to drawings, and then we remove those scaffolds and teach the standard algorithm, which is what most adults learned when they were in school. But we have found that the standard algorithm doesn't really teach an understanding of place value, and an understanding of place value is what we want kids to have. So for a problem like this, 63 plus 29, I'm going to walk you through the steps of how we would teach that. So we have our two add-ins here, 63 and 29. We would draw both of these into our HTO chart. Like I said, we have 6 tens, so it would look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Now, we teach students to use this formation. This formation is our 10 frame. We have 5 on top, 5 on bottom. We start this pretty early in the year, and so when students look at this, they automatically know that this is 6 because they can see that 5 and one more is 6. To that, we are going to add 29. We have 2 tens, 9 ones. We would come down and we would add 2 tens, 9 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, in second grade, even drawing this can be a difficult concept for a lot of kids because many of them lack the fine motor control necessary to do small dots like this. They're usually pretty messy and not in a proper formation, and so we have to really work on that concept as well. Now, you know that, or what you may not know, is that you cannot have more than 10 ones in your ones place value. So we see that we have 9 right here, and we would need to bundle 10 of those. So we would take this 9 plus one more, bundle those together. When you have 10, that moves over to our tens place. So we take these 10 ones and we exchange them for a 10 right here. And we see that we have 2 left over, so we would write 2 down here. And we always tell kids, what you do to your drawing, you must also do to your standard algorithm. And I will say that for a while, we just use this HTO chart. We don't even address the standard algorithm. But once they have this down, then we include the standard algorithm. So then we say to kids, 9 plus 3. What is 9 plus 3? If they're quick with their math facts, they aren't always. That's why we practice math fact fluency. That's why it's so important in our classroom. They will be able to put 9 in their head and count up 3, and they will get 12. At this point, we want them, I usually say, let's look at what the number 12 looks like. I can see that I have 2 ones and 1 10. Okay, so I tell them that 2 needs to stay in our ones place value. And I'll remind them that we took this bundle of 10 ones and we moved it over to our tens place value. Okay, so now we're going to check, does our drawing and our equation match? So we can see that we have 1 10 down here, we have 6 10s right here, and 2 10s right here. So now we are okay to go ahead and finish adding that. So 6, 2, and 1 more is 9. Okay. And then we can go ahead and add over here in our tens column. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. I have 9 tens, 2 ones, and that matches over here as well. Now we're going to do a subtraction problem, which is a little more tricky. Okay. So I'm going to, let's see, we'll do 80 minus 16. Okay. We also want to do our HTO chart. And we don't always use that hundreds place, but we like to get students in the habit of just drawing it. Okay. And we really drill into our students' head that they have to subtract from the bigger number. So what they want to draw in our HTO chart is this bigger number. That's our total that we will be taking away 16 from. Okay, so we have 8 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 0 ones, so we're not going to draw anything in our ones place value. And then we'll ask, well, how many do we need to take away? 6. Okay, and they will quickly be able to tell you, we cannot do that because we don't have any ones in our place value. So we need to unbundle a 10. So we would take this 10 right here, move it over to our ones, and we would draw 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? What we do to our drawing, we must also do to our equation. We started out with 8 tens. We took a 10 away. So 8 tens minus 1 10 is 7 tens. Then we gave those 10 ones, we unbundled them, we gave them to our ones place. So we don't have a 0 anymore, we have 10 ones. And before we subtract, we want to make sure that our equation and our drawing match. Okay? So we would say, do we have 10 ones? Yes, we have 10 ones. Do we have 7 tens? Yes, we do, because remember, we got rid of this one. Okay, now we are okay to subtract. 10 minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm left with 4. Now, we're not just going to copy this 4 over here. We want to check to make sure that that 4 is correct. Okay, so we're going to put 6 in our head and count up to 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did we get 4? Yes, we did. Now we can subtract our tens place. We have 7 tens, and we're going to take away 1. That leaves us with 6. Okay. Now we're going to check it. We're going to put 1 in our head and count up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is correct. That was 6 tens. Okay. There are a lot more steps that are involved in teaching students how to do this. It is a very lengthy process and it takes a lot of practice and repetition. But I wanted to give parents just a glimpse of how we use the HTO chart and why we do that. Okay. Hope you found this useful. Thanks.